guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be an afternoon tea at Fortnum Mason, the Royal Exchange. They've just brought out my hot chocolate, which I requested instead of a coffee or tea or champagne. And it's actually massive, absolutely huge. And it's gorgeous as well, really, really nice. So I've previously done a Fortnum Mason afternoon tea at the Piccadilly main site, which I'll link in the description bar below and in the card in the corner. But I thought I'd do a Fortnum Mason Royal Exchange afternoon tea, which is slightly different and it's actually a little bit cheaper. So if you guys are kind of wanting something a little bit cheaper, I'll put the details in the description bar, but it's about £35 for their standard afternoon tea, which is like pretty much half the price as the one in Piccadilly. I think you get kind of a mini version. And the place is gorgeous. It's still in the centre of London. But yeah, I thought I'd take you along with me. It's really stunning, kind of open air. I'm trying to not have too many people in the shop, so I'm kind of in the corner. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I was just checking out the menu for the afternoon tea, and it does actually say at the bottom, for curious saucity or unsure, it's scone like gone and not scone like stone. So if ever in doubt, I basically say both, to be honest, but it's quite funny that it's on the menu. So yeah, scone, not scone.
Chocolate mousse with raspberry,
Yep.
dark cherry mousse, elderflower jelly with meadow sweet cream tart, two different scones, plain and sultana. We have coronation chicken, no, it's just plain.
Yeah, that's cool.
Egg mayo, cucumber, mint and pea, salt beef with kohlrabi, smoked trout, lemon curd, clotted cream and strawberry jam.
Brilliant, that's
Enjoy.
great. Thanks ever so much. So he's just brought out the items. So I don't think it's bottomless, but these are just the little kind of patisseries at the top. I previously requested plain scones instead of a mixture of plain and fruit. So I've just got the plain ones here, and then these are the sandwiches. And it looks like they've got lemon curd, strawberry jam and clotted cream, which is always nice. And then this is my hot chocolate, which I've got instead of a tea or a coffee. So the first one is coronation chicken, and again I'll put the details on screen. It's really chilled as well. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I really love coronation chicken. So yeah, really, really nice, decent size and decent filling as well. Yummy. So the next sandwich is the salmon and like cream cheese. There's quite a bit of salmon in, and again it's really, really chilled. So we'll get stuck in. Really nice. But then I do love smoked salmon. And the bread's really nice as well and really fresh. That's good. So the next sandwich is the ham. Just put that there. Again, it's really, really chilled bread, which is nice. It's a hot day. Really nice. I think the coronation chicken is still my top one at the moment, but this is nice. It looks like as well it wasn't smoked salmon, it was smoked trout with preserved lemon dill cream, which actually was really nice. So, but no, it wasn't salmon, it was trout, so that's a bit of a surprise. Normally it's smoked salmon, but no, really yummy. So the next one is this egg mayo, which is Cotswold egg mayo, it says on the menu. And again, decent size and actually quite a decent filling as well. You can't go wrong with an egg mayo. Really nice. Yeah, I think so far the egg mayo and the coronation chicken. But then the trout was pretty nice as well, actually. I do think it's quite a good size, and I like the variety of different breads that they use in the sandwiches as well. They're not all the same bread, which mixes it up a bit. So the last sandwich is the cucumber sandwich, which to be honest I've left till last because I'm really not a big fan of cucumber. But yeah, it's meant to be minted cucumber, so we'll see. I can tell it's minted, but it's still cucumber, so we'll leave that one. I'm not a fan. And I think we'll go on to the scones now. And so I've got the plain scone, and there's, it looks like clotted cream, lemon curd and strawberry jam. So I'm going to mix them up a bit. So this is the scone, you can just see that, bit of a dusting on top. Still nice and warm, which was lovely. And it looks really spongy inside. So I think, as usual, I'm going to do my clotted cream first because I love, love, love clotted cream. So just put the clotted cream on first. And I think I'm going to do strawberry jam on this one. So just a little bit of strawberry jam. Most of it's clotted cream. So light and fluffy. Yeah, that's a good scone. Crispy on the outside and like really soft and not dense in the middle. Yep. I think Fortnum Mason scones are pretty much consistent. I've had quite a few afternoon teas at Fortnum now, and yeah, the scones have always been really yummy. The strawberry jam's okay, but it's a bit watery. It doesn't seem to have much substance or texture really. Let's go on for the next one. Now on the other half, I think I'm going to do clotted cream and lemon curd. So I've only put a little bit of lemon curd on. So I'm not a huge fan of lemon curd. That's got a better consistency actually. It's nice and thick, really like a curd would be. And again, the scone's gorgeous. It makes such a difference when they're warm. Oh yeah, that would be great, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Can I take this from you?
Oh, I'm just making reference to it, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
I didn't really know why.
I'm trying to be really subtle, but it is so weird talking to a camera in the middle of a huge room with people staring at you everywhere while I'm stuck at my face. Yeah. So, but no, I think the lemon curd is nice, but I do still prefer the jam, even though the consistency is a bit weird. Yeah, the scones were yummy. Going to go straight into this last one. You get 2 per person with this afternoon tea.
A little champagne. Only one.
So I'm going to go in straight with the clotted cream, quite a bit clotted cream, and then the jam again. Definitely the jam over the lemon curd. What do you prefer, lemon curd or a fruit preserve? Be interested to know. Most of the time it's served with jam, to be honest, when I've been to other afternoon teas. Yummy. So this is the first pastry. I don't want a patisserie, so it's a bit squiffy. It's a little cherry. So we'll just cut open and see what it looks like. Oh, it's really soft. So now this one I think is black cherry mousse, so you can see inside the mousse. It smells lovely actually. I mean, it's like black cherry and mousse, which is nice, but not amazing. I think it needs a little bit more texture. It's just a big ball of mousse. Maybe a biscuit or something. Needs some kind of crunch or crisp to it. Otherwise it is just, yeah, mousse really. But the black cherry is gorgeous. Really, really strong taste of black cherry. So the next thing, which is a raspberry tart with elderflower jelly. It's really pretty. You can just see that. It's got a flower on the top. Really fragile. Let's cut it open. Slightly destroyed the flower. But in a sense you can still kind of see the flower and then the raspberry. I really love elderflower, so I think I'm going to like the jelly. It's very subtle elderflower jelly. I wouldn't say it's really, really strong. It's refreshing though. Super thin pastry for the tart case. Like really, really, really thin. I dropped my napkin on the floor, and before I got a chance to pick it up, the really, really lovely waiter here, who's super like attentive, came and got me another one, which was really sweet. Hopefully I won't drop that one on the floor. But yeah, the staff are really lovely here, really attentive, really on the ball without being like in your face or anything. Just really nice. Very light tart. So is the mousse as well. I think because obviously it's afternoon tea, you don't want anything too stodgy or too rich. So the so far the patisseries have been really like complimentary for everything else. I think this is my first time at the Royal Exchange, and I would say if you do come here, it's quite light and airy. The building's pretty stunning, and actually all around the centre of where Fortnum Mason is, so it's Fortnum Mason, the Royal Exchange is basically right in the centre of the Royal Exchange, and then there's small like boutique and luxury brand stores around the outside, and just behind me is kind of one of the exits and entries. There's also a Fortnum Mason store, which is also behind me here, where you can buy a few bits, but it is a lot smaller. It's probably on par with the size of the St Pancras International train station, where they've got a Fortnum Mason there as well. But the Fortnum Mason main store is in Piccadilly, which is like multiple floors. Again, I'll link in the card in the corner in the description bar below some of my previous videos to give you an idea of the building. But this is a stunning building, like the ceiling's amazing. If I've got footage, I'll include it in. It's really nice, really, it's still very relaxed, really informal, very attentive staff. I think for £35, which is pretty much half the price, you just get kind of smaller quantities, and I don't think it's bottomless, but I will check. It's really nice ambience, and if you wanted anything, you can pop to the Fortnum Mason store just behind me and get a few bits, so super convenient. So the last patisserie is this like dark chocolate log, you can kind of see it, and it feels quite dense and solid. I'll just cut into it. So it looks like it's basically like a dark chocolate ganache. Oh yeah, it smells like really, really kind of rich dark chocolate, which I'm not a huge fan of dark chocolate, but we'll see. Yeah, that's like a really like luxurious, kind of thick, intense dark chocolate filling. More a ganache than a mousse. And I think it's got a little bit of raspberry in the bottom of it, like a raspberry coulis, which is quite tart and kind of cuts through the dark chocolate. But yeah, it is quite dense. But not too bad. I think the combination with the ganache and the raspberry works for me. If it didn't have the raspberry, it'd be a little bit too dark for me, I think. So I've just spoken to the manager, who was actually really lovely, to be honest, and I just asked him a couple of questions, the differences between the Royal Exchange Fortnum Mason and the one in Piccadilly. He basically says this isn't bottomless, so the sandwiches, the scones and the pastries, they're not refillable, which is probably where the difference in price is. So it's £35 here for a classic afternoon tea, and it's like double it, around about £70 in the one in Piccadilly. He did say the drinks though, so whether it's the afternoon tea or the teas, the coffees or hot chocolate is refillable. So I've only actually had one hot chocolate, mainly because it's actually like a huge, like look at the size of my head, hot chocolate. But he said it is refillable. Basically everything's cooked on site at Piccadilly and then brought over during the day, because they don't have the facilities here. But everything else is the same, the size of the sandwiches are the same, the scones, and I can definitely confirm that because I've been to the Fortnum Mason in Piccadilly multiple times, and it pretty much looks exactly the same. The only difference, if you wanted a cheaper version, it's £35 per person, which I think is actually pretty good. But it's good to get that kind of comparison if you're not familiar. But I'd say overall, I really like the ambience, the staff are exceptional. The manager, all the waitresses and waiters have been really lovely, really accommodating and really attentive actually, which to be fair they were at Piccadilly as well when I've been. But the space is really nice. It is quite really high ceilings, amazing building. If you ever come to the Royal Exchange, I definitely recommend it. It's a stunning building. Lots of shops around. People are constantly, as you can see in the background, walking around because the Fortnum Mason Royal Exchange is right in the centre, and then there's shops around the outside. So you do get like a constant stream of people, in a sense, staring at you, like me with a camera. But yeah, so there's like constant shoppers like you can see right now, which is a little bit off-putting, whereas in the Fortnum Mason in Piccadilly, you are in a room totally separate. You don't get any kind of like distractions or disturbances, which is quite nice. But if I wanted something a bit more casual, again, the dress attire, men around me are wearing shirts and trousers, but they're not wearing ties. Women are quite well dressed, but there are some women here with jeans. so it isn't dead strict, which is really nice. I would say about the afternoon tea, the food, again, as usual, the coronation chicken and the egg mayo are my favourites. They kind of always pretty much consistently are. The scones were lovely, really crisp on the outside, really soft on the inside, lovely and warm. As much as I got the lemon curd and the strawberry jam, I'm not a big fan of lemon curd, but the strawberry jam was nice, but it was a little bit runny compared to other places I've been to. But it's nice to get the choice of both. And then the pastries, the patisserie section, really nice. 2 out of the 3 were quite refreshing. The chocolate ganache log was a little bit too dense and rich for me, but just right, really, really nice. But I just wanted to be able to come here because I've not been to the Royal Exchange before. I've never even come here to shop. But yeah, it was nice to kind of get the idea of what it's like in the Fortnum Mason over in Piccadilly. And again, you can shop here as well because there is a store behind me. But no, really, really nice. I think it's a cheaper option, more affordable option, depending on your budget. But no, really enjoyed it. I've got various other afternoon teas coming up, but I just wanted to include this one just to give a bit of variety with regards to locations for Fortnum Mason. But we are still in London. So I really appreciate you watching and supporting my channel. If you wanted to subscribe and you want to click the button below, if you wanted to like the video, that would be great. And if you want to get notified when I'm next uploading, just click the notification bell below. And I'll see you in the next video.